Good afternoon. It is Crystal from Homemaking on the Homestead, and welcome to my June number 3 vlog. I think this is the first time since I've started that I've actually been able to get 3 kind of days in my life or times in my life type vlogs out in 1 month, so I'm doing pretty good. This one I'm going to share with you a big tree story, and it is kind of occupied probably a good week of time for us. If you saw my last video on the trip that we took throughout the little mini road trip that we took, I don't know if you noticed, if you saw that one at the very end of the video as we drove up the driveway, there was something really big in front of us, and I just kind of left it at that. I didn't say anything, but if you'd like to see that video, I'll post a link someplace up here so you can go back and watch that one. But what had happened is, while we were gone, a huge big tree had fallen across our driveway, and it was quite the shock to come home to, and we couldn't even make it all the way up the driveway because of it. Oh goodness, are you kidding me?
Wow. Can you imagine that? Wow.
Just the
oh wow, and oh yeah, interesting.
Oh my. I guess that's as far
gonna be
as
a bit of work.
Wow. My husband he just kind of climbed right over the tree. I couldn't do that. I kind of walked back down the driveway and kind of hiked through a bunch of blackberry bushes to try to then get around and walk up the grassy area to get around the tree so that we could at least get up the driveway. So that was kind of fun. Well, I guess only because of all the rain we've had, this must have happened.
Root rot. Oh yeah, look at that.
Wow, look at that.
That's quite the deal.
And just as we leave, so his first goal when we got home, and it was probably about 4:30 when we got home, and so his first goal at that point was to get his chainsaw and just start cutting up as many branches as he possibly could so that he could at least get the car up the driveway. Hubby's taking a break to sharpen his chainsaw blade, but it looks like it won't be long, and at least we can get the car up the driveway. Maybe. We'll see. It started raining now, so we'll see how long he works on this. Well, the rain that I mentioned did stop, and he was able to get the branches cleared enough so that the car could come up the driveway, but there was no way a UPS truck or anything bigger, probably not even a pickup truck, would have been able to make it up. We have a small little economy car, so we were able to get up, but that was it. So we knew he still had work to do. So we got it cleared enough and was able to drive his car up. But we realized that the branches at the end down here are laying on a power line. So power line's way up there. I don't know if the camera will actually get it in there, but there should be 2 lines and one's not there, although we still have power, so we're not sure what's going on. But my husband's called the PUD, the Public Utility Department, and they should be out soon to fix this for us. What a mess. The chickens like it. It was strange because we had not lost any power, but of course we hadn't been home for a good portion of the day, so there was really no load on as far as electricity draw from our house. So we realized it was a ground wire, and that's why we still had lights when we went back home. But the ground wire had fallen, and the biggest danger when a ground wire falls is what they call a brownout. If we were suddenly to start, utilizing the stove and the refrigerator and the microwave, and, well, the refrigerator kicking on, using the microwave and starting, a load of laundry in the dryer, we would have had a serious problem. We had a brownout a few years ago and ended up losing all kinds of appliances, printers, and other things because of it. He immediately called the Public Utility Department to let them know that we had a big problem. And then over the top of our truck. Take care of that if you need
back up, get you guys back in power. Excellent.
And it was great. They arrived very quickly. They got right out there, got the wire hooked back up, and it didn't take long at all from the time we called until the time everything was fixed and our power was as it should be. It was probably about 45 minutes. At that point, we called it a day, and the next day he got out and started working on the limbs and cutting back things so that we could start clearing enough room. So, you know, just trying to start processing all of this mess. But I tell you, this man does know how to give me a heart attack, and you'll see that in these next clips. As he continued to work on the tree, he was able to get the large trunk piece that was going across the driveway down, so at least now anybody with a pickup truck could get it up and down, the UPS man could get up and down, and we could kind of go back to having life as normal again. And I wanted to share, of course, a few clips of some awesome little helpers he had while he continued to do the job. They had a great time and were helpful at the little things that they did do. Just a minute. My husband's been spending the last few days working with great little helpers here, cleaning up the mess. Well, that is what is left of the tree on this side of the driveway. You can see how huge that root was. This is a walnut tree, and they oftentimes will develop root rot over time. And obviously that is what happened with this one. And with all the rain that we had, it just came on down. We're grateful that it didn't hit, it wasn't too far from the chicken coop, so we're grateful it didn't hit that. Nobody was hurt. And my husband was able to get it all cut away from the fence line. It had come down on the fence line and broken a few wires, but he was able to cut that back and fix all the wires. We had a family member ask for a long piece of the wood that you see here for some woodworking projects, so we kind of my husband set that one aside. The rest of them have been pretty much cut up. Some still have obviously some splitting to do, but it's all in a big organized pile. There's a bunch of branches left from the tree back there, and over time my husband will get to it, but at least the grassy area he was able to get cleared off. We had burn piles going for several days. As you can see, he got it all pretty much cleaned up. The wood still needs to be obviously moved and cut and split and that kind of stuff and stacked under the wood shelter. But for now, the tree mess is over, and we've got a heck of a lot of firewood. It won't be enough for the house, but we've got a lot of firewood, so that's it. You know, there's always the upside to something. When something bad happens, there's always got to be a good side somewhere. And the firewood was definitely it. In all, it took him about a week to get the project finished up. Well, that is all for this last vlog of June. I thank you for watching, and if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you have not subscribed to my channel and you enjoy my content, would you please consider subscribing? It means a lot to me. And I thank you for coming and spending a little bit of time visiting with me, and I will see you all next time. Bye-bye.